What's going on, YouTube fam? I'm back again, another classic album review, hopefully. And it is none other than your beloved Big Sean, his new album entitled Detroit 2. And we're going to check it out a little bit, try to break it down. Now, this is a tad bit longer album. It's 71 minutes, so a little over an hour. Has about 21 tracks, not including the, I guess, like the stories, the interludes and so forth, but he has about 2 or 3 of those. But a lot of cool songs and actually a lot of solid features, you guys. So I mean, this is not what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not a bad album or anything like that. It's pretty solid. It's actually exactly what I would expect of someone like Big Sean. But the reason why I say it's not quite what I expected, if you guys recall a few years ago when Big Sean released the Dark Cloud or Dark Paradise album, that album had a really aggressive tone to it. I feel like Big Sean was trying to command respect of his peers, and he was like trying to just say, hey, my name is Big Sean and I can rap. And that's what he delivered on that album. Tons of classics on that album. And this one kind of more or less the same. It's definitely an album that we have to respect, especially as hip-hop fans and so forth. But this one has a lot less aggression to it. I feel like this is a different Big Sean. This Big Sean has been through some stuff, man. This Big Sean has been going to therapy. This Big Sean is kind of talking about giving your time to people who don't deserve it, and things coming around in full circle, and love. He gets really, really personal on this album. So if we're gonna talk about some of my favorite songs, obviously the first single, Deep Reverence, featuring Nipsey Hussle, to be honest, is my favorite of the entire track. And of course, I may be saying that because I am a little biased, because I'm a big fan of Nipsey. But Nipsey just had this iconic verse when he came in. He goes, F rap, I'm a street legend. Black love me with a deep reverence. And I was just, his whole verse, I just couldn't get enough of it. And I hate that we couldn't get the completed version because, of course, Nipsey was taken from us. But his verse means so much, and I just love that song. The beat is, that song just kind of gets me in this bobbing, good vibe situation. So I do love that song. He has Post Malone on the album. A lot of people do not like Post Malone, and I can kind of see why, but the guy's not bad. I don't listen to him as much, but you know, I think he deserves at this point at least a little bit of respect. Just a little bit, you guys. Take it easy on Post Malone. Next song, we got Body Language with Ty Dolla $ign and Jhené Aiko. That one's kind of a softer song. It's cool, I guess, if you want to kind of mellow down. Kind of has an R&B vibe to it. Now, Story. He has a track number 6, is Story by Dave Chappelle. I guess this would be a skit almost. Dave Chappelle talks about the time he pretty much went to Detroit and bombed. And I'm familiar with the story because I'm a big Dave Chappelle fan. He talked about it in his stand-up. But what he didn't talk about, which is what he discusses on this album, is how even though he did bomb, he had this encouraging talk from this older gentleman who kind of picked his head up. And it turned out that the guy who gave him the speech was Big Sean's father. And Dave kind of closes out his analog or his speech with going, you know, thank you, Detroit. I love you guys. You guys had like this special energy. And I was just like, wow, that was cool. Dave Chappelle is an iconic person. So just to have him on the album, that you automatically get more cool points from me. He has a track with Dwell. I'm not really familiar with who that is. Oh, track number 9. ZTFO. It stands for Zen the F Out. That song is crazy on the energy vibes, dude. Like, that one has some crazy energy. I love that song. I love the beat to it, and he just kind of takes this approach to it. It's real cool. I'm trying to see who produced that one. It was like Cool and Dre and No ID. It was involved with that one too. So shout out to them. He has a song with Anderson .Paak, Early Mac, and Wale called Guard Your Heart. And that's one of those songs that I was talking about where he's kind of coming from that therapeutic approach, kind of talking about some real life stuff and also trying to convey the message across in rap. I think he did a good job doing that. And then plus, to be honest, whenever you have Wale on the song, it's gonna either be like a little club banger or it'll be something about emotions. So look no further than that song right there. And that's not a jab at Wale because I love Wale. But that being said, I know the type of music Wale makes. So that's definitely a Wale track for sure. Now he has a song with Travis Scott, Lithuania. That one's kind of a hit or a miss. I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan. I just never was. I probably like maybe 3 to 4 Travis Scott songs. And if you ask me to name them off the top of my head, I can't do it. Full Circle. Full Circle was funny because, once again, back to this whole therapeutic approach. Full Circle talks about how things just kind of come back in full circle, keeping positive energy. The reason why I say this was funny because Diddy has a feature on this song, and he actually does rap for a very, and I do mean very short time. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the very short bar that Diddy did release on this song, it's probably the best Diddy verse I've ever heard. The very short bar is probably the best Diddy verse I've ever heard, and I'm not joking. Because he was, for the first time, I feel like almost ever, Diddy was kind of like on beat, like rapping. And I was like, oh, Diddy's rapping. But like, just like by the time I realized it, he was done. And he went back to the little, yeah thing that he does. But shout out to Diddy for that. You almost had me. Yes, Time Man 2088. Of course, you guys know that's pretty much him and Janai doing their thing. He has another story about Erykah Badu. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't know what the hell Erykah Badu was talking about. I got confused. I was trying to listen to it, and she was saying some energetic, soulful type stuff. I got lost. I can't even tell you what the hell she said. I'm not gonna even try to. We got a track called Feed the Baddest. Those are both by myself. Oh, we got a feature from Lil Wayne, Lil Weezy, Don Life. That was also probably my second favorite song on the album. The beat's crazy. And I think that one's also produced by Hit Boy. Hit Boy has been busy. This is definitely Hit Boy's year for sure. All the artists are gonna want Hit Boy beats if they don't already. So his stock is going up. After Don Life, of course, you got the Friday Night Cypher. I told you all those artists about almost 10 minutes. Now, T Grizzly did impress me. I like T Grizzly's style. He has a very aggressive hood rap, but he can actually rap. Like, he actually spin bars. So that's something that a lot of people can't do with that style. It's very impressive. I almost kind of a little bit compare him to the Baby. Almost, not the same, just kind of throwing out an example. Oh, Cash Doll. Cash Doll deserves so much more respect in the industry, especially when it comes to female rappers. I remember Royce da 5'9" saying who was his favorite rapper between Cardi B and Nicki, and he was like Cash Doll. That's real. Cash Doll is not to be looked over. She has bars. I'm not going to sit here and go through everyone else's verse because if you guys haven't figured out by now, Eminem is my favorite rapper. So if you ask me whose verse was the best on that song, you already know who I'm gonna say. And then he has another story by Stevie Wonder, and then his last song on the track is Still I Rise with Dom Kennedy. So, I mean, pretty solid, you guys. I can't really say this is gonna be one of my favorite albums because it's not, but once again, not a bad album. I just wasn't quite expecting this type of, vibe from Sean. But then again, it's kind of deceiving, and the reason why I said I didn't expect it is because of the first song that was released, Deep Reverence. That kind of set the tone for the album. I was expecting the album to be kind of like Deep Reverence vibes, but it wasn't. It was something else, and it caught me off guard. I wrote down a few other notes, but I didn't really have anything. Oh, an impressive bar that Big Sean did say. It was pretty cool. He was like, disappear in the D like you Jimmy Hoffa. I thought that was pretty cool, because if you know anything about Jimmy Hoffa, he was pretty much like a union guy like a long time ago, like I think in the 50s and maybe 40s, and he literally just disappeared. So that was pretty cool. I forgot what song that came from, but it was definitely a Big Sean verse. I think that's all I have for this one, you guys. So let me know what you guys think. I did read a lot of your comments from the last video about Nas. Some of you guys did think it was album of the year. Some of you guys thought it wasn't as much. Some of you guys got into an argument, which music does kind of bring out arguments, but let's try to respect everyone's opinion. I don't want us to be bashing people for their choice of artists and music. I also did receive a request to do a Dave East breakdown video, so I'm working on that. Hopefully that one should drop by next week. I hope you guys check that one out as well. Other than that, that's it for this review. We'll be back hopefully with some more music drops. Until then, I'm out. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace.